Still doesn't change the fact that he's a 19-year-old World Cup winner.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, man! Shut up!
That the UCL. I'll just start by saying that only 2 players have scored in a World Cup final as a teenager.
Shut up!
And your boy Mbappe. That's what it is. So, and maybe if he started, things would have been different. So, guys, there's a lot to talk about.
Oh boy, he didn't complete a pass when he came on.
Okay, so we'll get there. So basically, we're gonna start. Obviously, we're gonna talk about Bayern Munich, how they lost that, and what just happened in Bayern Munich losing. So that's just like the starter, Bayern Munich, Villa, and everything. The main cause is the La Liga beatdown, a beatdown the likes of which we've not seen for a long time. And we're
Barca lives.
So yeah, but obviously apart from Barca, so our huge focus on Lille, and also hold up, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Is Nomad here? Nomad. I was just checking what it was. So we're going to talk about Real Madrid and Lille and just what the hell happened with Lille. Then we're going to talk about Benfica and what Benfica did to Atletico Madrid. I'm like, wait, hold up. Should we have a La Liga discussion that I need to have? Then we have to talk about Juventus and a crazy game. 10-man down. Freaking Conceicao with an amazing goal and them winning 3-2, 10 men away at Leipzig. And we'll have that to talk about. And then maybe to do like a little review of UCL week 2. So guys, it is what it is. Thank you guys for joining us here. Thank you. Remember guys, please, mods, gaming advice, mods, please, throughout this whole stream, ensure that we have let's get at least 200 likes. Please, let's get at least 200 likes up this piece. Mods, do this. Like the video, guys, subscribe if you're new. And if there's anything you wish to add to the show, please feel free to send in a super chat, which we call Dubinskis. Your super chats and your dubs help to keep this channel growing and helps me to keep my OnlyFans subscription to Mel G Fitz, Vanessa Blue, Anna Angel, Monifa Jansen, Rose Monroe, and all those wonderful people. So let's get things started. So here's the thing, man. I'm going to make a statement, and I want to, and I just want anyone's response to the statement, and I might put this as a poll.
Oh God.
Pound for pound. We'll get to Liverpool. Yeah, pound for pound. Is Emery the best coach out there?
Yes.
No, it's a debate.
Oh, Kenny,
Yes.
wait, hold on.
It's a
Kenny, were you
debate.
about to say decent? Kenny, were you about to say decent?
No, I wasn't. No,
No, it's a debate.
I wasn't gonna say decent.
There's no
It's
debate,
okay.
man. He is, man.
No,
I'm
but-
sorry, he is, man.
Kenny,
No,
pound
no.
for pound. Pound for pound.
No, all I'm saying-
Especially if you're talking cup competitions,
Yes.
it's over. There's no other plan.
Okay, sorry, Kenny, I'll let you respond because what people will say is, oh, but what about the Liga and Ipswich? Here's the thing. League format, it will always favor teams that have the better players with the most money. Leicester City is arguably the greatest miracle we've ever seen in football. Arguably. Put it this way, there's a higher chance of Greece doing what they did in 2004 than what Leicester City did because 38 games will always favor a greater side. But Kenny, pound for pound, based on what he's been able to achieve with Sevilla, specifically Villarreal, and for these guys here, Villa, Kenny, tell me a better coach, pound for pound, who's able to extract so much from the players that he has.
No, obviously you always say pound for pound, like
Yes.
Obviously, that pound for pound turn from is always like cool. You can do with these teams, but I've seen you in bad teams, and let's bro, he wasn't the best out there. So like obviously
He wasn't the worst either. No, he
No,
wasn't the best,
no,
wasn't
but
worst
I-
either.
I feel like
And
when it
also,
comes-
that miracle at Camp Nou, is that on Emery or is that also on
Also,
the club being
yeah,
trash?
you're talking about leagues and Emery.
He was the coach,
Kenny.
but at the end of the
Hold
day,
on, Kenny, no, let him listen. Kenny.
I think that it does what he does overachieve when he's with these teams. But the thing is that for me, when I've seen him with teams who have certain expectation, he has come up lacking. But if you're talking about a guy to coach like the second tier team and to overachieve, yes, probably he's going to overachieve with these teams. So if you want to say that's pound for pound the best, cool. But for me, when I've seen him in pressured more situation, like in a situation like a PSG or Arsenal where there's certain expectations, yeah, you can say PSG won the league, but that Champions League, I'm sorry, that 7-1 is still on him. And he did underachieve with that team. And at Arsenal, the guy fumbled the Europa League final, let's not forget. And he finished fifth as well.
And top
And
four.
top four as
please.
well.
Oh, no.
No, but
Don't give me another crap. He almost won you a cup, but you know what? He ran into big bro.
No, but no, he did run into big bro, but he still got smoked 5-1 in the final. Like obviously, I like Emery. Like when he does well, everyone always praise him. But let's not forget the guy has blemishes as well. So if you can say, yeah, I think that he works well for this team where the expectations are a bit less, and yeah, he can overachieve then. But like I said, for the two situations where we've seen him in a club with more expectation, the guy's underperformed, and that's just a fact. So if you can pound for pound, cool. If you can do well with small teams, but if I see you in bigger teams with bigger egos and you don't achieve as much, are you really that good pound for pound? Are you just good with clubs where there's less pressure on you?
Oh, okay. So AK, what do you say to that?
Let me
when he's
go
at
to-
big clubs, he doesn't do what.
So, what are the big clubs Emery has been at? PSG and Arsenal?
Yeah. No,
Those are two,
when I
right?
say big club, where there was more expectations of it.
Yeah, so
That's
PSG
what
and Arsenal. Both
Okay,
of
yeah,
them.
PSG and Arsenal, yeah.
So PSG, let me say his league record. To this point, nobody has. I think he has the highest points per game in PSG's history ever, and I think he has the highest league points per game in PSG's history ever as well. The one time he didn't lose a league was to I'd argue the best non-PSG team in the last 10-15 years in Monaco. Boom, Monaco made it to a freaking UCL semi, and Monaco almost made it to a UCL final. Let's not forget that. And that's the team he lost to at PSG. At Arsenal, he did lose
And
a
in the
European
Champions
final.
League at PSG, what happened?
Bro, PSG haven't won a champ. Bro, Tuchel lost to all these Manchester United at PSG. Are we gonna put that on him as well? Like,
No, but at least he got to the final. Like, I'm sorry.
PSG for me, I never disagree. I never consider a manager's tenure at PSG because there's so much happening there especially at that time with Nasser Al-Khelaifi, Leonardo, and all those guys, that it's hard for a manager to ever succeed at PSG, number one. And at
what about the
Arsenal,
4-0? What about the 4-0? What about throwing away 4-0 against Barcelona?
bro, are we gonna say? Are we gonna say that fucking Edinson, Cavani, Thiago Silva, all these guys were actually playing well that game? Like what? Like I find it harsh that people just pin stuff on Emery. Like, bro, so many managers have had collapses at PSG. Like I can't even pin it on one guy anymore. Number two, Arsenal. Okay, I understand that he did lose top four at Arsenal. That I'll give him that. The Europa League final as well. It is a bit sketchy, but for me, Arsenal just after Arsene Wenger left, it was a poison chalice for any manager for me.
Here's the thing. Although we lost 4-1,
here comes the hits from the Arsenal.
Although we lost 4-1 to Chelsea, I understand the fact that he lost to Chelsea in the European final because Chelsea were better than us at the time. Yeah. However, top four was no excuse. Top four was inexcusable. He played Carl Jenkinson when top four was on the line.
and what happened the season after when he got sacked as well? He didn't go sacked for no reason.
Bro, he got sacked when we were like mid-table or 12th.
Yeah,
I think, bro, like for me, the Arsenal job for anyone at that time was just like, you were gonna fail just after Wenger. It was like just after Fergie, Manchester United. That was how it was. Arteta, he took 3 seasons and now he's back in the race, but it still took him that long to build that club back up. So for me, I think, bro, if we're talking with the least resources, especially in cup competitions, there's no one I trust rather than Emery. Maybe in a league competition, you're looking at some other guys, but if you're talking about cups, UCLs, Europa Leagues.
But my thing is that my thing. How many managers win trophies or do really well in a league with small resources? A league will always favor those managers with big resources, so it's always hard. But the cup competition is where it's almost like an even playing field, even better. And bro, because Emery, in terms of a tactician, let me try to tactically prepare for a team in like a one-off game. I cannot think of many guys better than this guy.
It's like, bro, you looked at him. I look at him at Villarreal. Bro, how do you had no business winning that Europa League number 1 with Villarreal?
Heck no.
And getting to a UCL semi-final. And bro,
beating
he had
Bayern on the way as well.
Yo, he had Liverpool rattled in that UCL semi. Let's not forget. It was 2-2 at halftime. Until halftime, that tie was in the balance.
Yeah,
he did.
Like, and then now with Aston Villa, let's just go through this Aston Villa journey with you, Unai Emery. He got them when they were in 17th.
Shout out to Elijah. Shout out to your boy. Shout out to Elijah's boy. Shout out to Elijah's
17th.
One thing I will say is that he has elevated them from mid-table to top 4. They were never as bad as 17th. That's on top of with Gerrard.
Yeah, okay.
No, Money Mace. Talent-wise, is this a top 4 team from last season? Talent-wise,
they have a lot of talent.
Compared to what's in the league,
no. Purely on talent level, because my team's how much my team spent. Man for man, based on talent level, should they be top 4?
I'll probably say they're 5th.
And even that's stretching it. Heck no, are they top 4 in terms of talent level? No.
They have good players. Like you say that one of the best goalkeeper in the world.
No. But okay, I'm saying that man for man, I think that they are the top 4 best teams in the Premier League in terms of talent.
They're 5th or 6th. Yeah. They're 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I put them in around like the Newcastle era. Newcastle.
They have similar level of talent, but I feel like compared to Eddie Howe's way of managing, his way is a lot more conducive to success, especially in Europe. With Eddie Howe's teams run out of gas immediately, and it was good against PSG, but you saw after. I think this guy Aston Villa will do really well in this league phase because this guy knows how to manage in Europe. On top of that, Vic, I don't know if you're listening to this, but if Football Club Barcelona are serious, Joan Laporta cuts open his belly, gets out 80 million, and gives it to Aston Villa for John Duran. If Barcelona are serious, they are targeting John Duran as their next striker. If Barcelona are serious,
Duran is that dude, bro.
Nah,
Duran,
you guys were clowning him a few weeks ago.
Hey, no, Kenny, you were clowning him. I was never clowning him.
No.
Kenny,
No.
I push for Duran, you push for Osimhen.
That's
It is
why you
I have
lying.
receipts.
It is why you
Duran.
lying. You
Kenny,
you
you
put the
push for
Duran.
Osimhen, I push for Duran.
Yeah,
Okay, Kenny,
of
I
course,
said
yeah.
that Pablo Escobar lives. Pablo Escobar
Yeah.
lives.
Because
Kenny, you were pushing for Tinubu, I was pushing for Pablo Escobar.
I swear every time this guy comes on, he scores. Like
Bro,
since
and he
started,
scores. He scores bangers only as well.
And okay, but here's the thing though. Is he just a super sub or no? He needs to replace Watkins soon. Because I feel like if this guy deserves to start soon.
I feel like you have to play a front two with him and Watkins, man. It works because both of them can drop deep and link play as well, and they can both run in behind. I think if you play a front two of Duran and Watkins, it could actually work.
Okay, so let me just because we have to go to band. So I just put up it's the bench coach pound for pound. So 16% says Briggs is for big clubs, 20% says one of not the best, 29% says nah, stop overreacting, you bald prick, and 35% says yes, he is clutch. So people agree that he is pound for pound the best dude.
Can I add a point on Emery? Because I don't think people understand what this guy did. Using those Villarreal players, a lot of them were Premier League rejects. And bro, they didn't even, I don't even know how he pulled that off. Giving
Milan
a club,
last.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Giving the Europa League to a club like Villarreal, I never thought I would ever see that in my lifetime.
Crazy.
And for me, like, again, I don't know if it's because of football heritage and the fact that Bayern handed over a UCL to Aston Villa in the past. But Emery, bro, today, bro, he's just wild, man. And for me, this guy is a world-class coach when it comes to building his own personal projects, bro. Especially if you give him a chance. A lot of the guys that are slandering him and doubting his ability are the Arsenal guys, and I understand. But for me, his quality. I know if you don't give this guy credit for taking a Villarreal team to the semi-final of the Champions League, and let's not forget the only reason Villarreal didn't make that comeback is because their best striker tore his hamstring in the first half, and he still continued playing because Villarreal didn't have any other options, and that guy was key for link-up play and finishing up.
And the goalkeeper sold, man.
Bro, so
let me come to Elijah with this. So I'm just going to just change it up a bit. So Elijah, this L, is this L on Kompany's brick lineup and his substitutions, or Larry Lane laid an egg again? Who do we blame this on? Kompany or Larry Lane? And after some, I'll come to you, Cole.
I was about to change my AVI because
the king was in attendance. The king was in attendance.
The king was in attendance, AJ.
No, the prince.
The prince was in attendance.
Bro, I can't tell the difference between. Like I told guys, this ends Game of Thrones. I don't believe in royalty and all that kings and queens romance crap. So yeah, so don't no.
But the Prince of Wales was in attendance, bro. They were cooking. They were cooking. Again about John Duran.
No. I said so Kompany. No,
I'm about to get into that.
Yeah.
But I was just going to say one more thing that a lot of people may not know. 2 years ago, John Duran was sitting on the bench for Chicago Fire in 2010.
Wait, hold up, Monimus. That's not funny. Monimus, wait, hold on. Monimus, why are you laughing? Wait, hold up, Monimus. What's that funny? What's wrong with Chicago Fire?
Not the fire.
Listen to the name, Chicago Fire.
I don't know what's so funny about that. I didn't find it funny. So
Harry Kane's such a bum. How do you let Chicago Fire bench score in a UCL game over him?
Exactly. The guy was sitting on the bench on the team that was 27th out of 28 teams in the MLS. And today he scores against Bayern. So,
also, have you seen the video of him in Colombia, like on the streets, going out to the Champions League music?
Yeah,
I've seen that with his
That
friends.
is hilarious, bro. Now that's what you call a Johnny. That's what you call a Johnny.
That is a very dope come up, honestly.
Yes.
I give him his flowers. I wouldn't say that Kompany got it wrong. It's more per se the guys that needed to get the job done did not get the job done.
So okay. So my response to Elijah is he didn't start in Musiala. That's one. Two.
That's the second game in a row now.
No. He started against Leverkusen.
Oh, okay.
So and also, Elijah, in the year of our Lord 2024, should Leroy Sané and Gnabry be on the same pitch at the same time for Bayern Munich in 2024?
As in the words of Samasi in the Discord, Gnabry is a loser. Why is he still playing?
No. But my thing is that should Gnabry and Sané be on the same pitch at the same time for Bayern in 2024?
No.
And also added to that, he brought off Olise, who
exactly
I think Olise is signing of the summer. Easily, he's the signing of the summer.
That was the big mistake, was removing Olise. I think also Musiala, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, even though he was on, he kind of like ghosted in a way. I ain't gonna lie. But Harry Kane, the blame, in my opinion, I'm putting it on Sir Harry Kane because, bro, he was nowhere to be seen. That free kick in the last in stoppage time, my God, disgrace. Like, bro, I've seen you do 100 times better at Tottenham. What was that? I mean, Munich were just not great today. It was evident from the get-go. Defense, the backline was shaky. That goal by Duran, anyway, in my opinion, was just a poor goal to concede, especially from that distance. Neuer, why are you all the way out there to begin with? You see, like, you got caught off your line. Again, back four shaky. I don't know. I know some Bayern fans will say, "Oh, you know, they're not going to make it a big deal," but you lost to Aston Villa, bro.
Yeah.
Let's not downplay this. This is top 6 Premier League. This ain't no like Champions League contender.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So like, no. It's a bad L. Like it's a huge W for the EPL.
It's an embarrassing L, man. It's an embarrassing.
Oh no. It's embarrassing. Like, bro, like, so this is the first time Villa are in the Champions League like format
era. Yes.
So in the Champions League era, this is the first time that they've been here, and they already have 2 dubs. So,
you know what's crazy? Pull up my AVI because there's a crazy story behind this. Did you know after they won this, 5 years later they got relegated?
Wait, is this Villa?
Yeah. When they won it 5 years afterward, they got.
Wait, hold on. So we're counting European Cups? We're counting that?
Don't do that.
That's valid, bro. It's valid.
But
come on, you can't be doing that.
I can't. I will.
This is what Bayern had to deal with today. If you're a Munich fan, you should be very, very disappointed. You have to respond as soon as possible because right now you're sitting in 15th in the standings in the conference.
Wait. Who's 15th?
It's let me pull it up again. It was like Bayern, and then let me pull it up again.
No, the real question is who is second. That's the team we need to be talking.
All right, you know what? All right, wait, hold up. Cole.
Cleavage.
Okay, Cole. Talk to me. Who do you blame the most for this Bayern L? Cole.
Bayern's 15th. There we
go. What's up, HH?
Yeah, man. It's the ceiling.
Yeah, HH. Honestly, you know, I said it in the Leverkusen thing. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. It's just really sad to, it's sad to always see them do the same redundant thing every single time. And you know how same way they play.
Is it company or the players?
I'm not putting any blame on anyone. I'm putting blame on the board. The board. Let me tell you why. Right. The board is.
So you are putting blame on someone.
Hold on. It's a core part of the board. Core.
No. I'm putting blame on the board because I look at how we let Mazraoui go. Obviously, our best right back. I don't mind letting the league go. I just wanted to keep Mazraoui out of everything. We let him go. We went to go get Harry Kane for 150 million. He's absolutely HH. I've not seen. I think he's the worst striker in the decade of football. I've never seen a striker like this. I've never seen a striker.
The worst striker in the decade of football.
Yeah.
You know the young exists, right?
Yeah. He's the worst striker. He's the worst striker. HH, I cannot believe that in this decade that we are playing football, you cannot score a simple goal in a big game when you're supposed to show up. Against Leverkusen, what was he? Against Aston Villa, what was he? The same thing goes for players like Gnabry and these type of guys.
Cole, who's repping Gnabry in 2024?
You said what?
Nobody's repping Gnabry in 2024.
I mean, obviously, Kompany is, because the way Kompany is playing this guy left, right, and center, it looks like he's repping Gnabry.
Yeah, Corey's looking.
That was war, right? That was war.
No, I'm serious. Nobody's repping Gnabry in 2024. I agree with HH. Nobody's repping Sané in 2024. But the fact of the matter is, in big games like this, I said play Mula. You decided to say, no, I don't want to play Mula. I saw how the game was starting. Even the way Aston Villa played, I'm going to be honest with Emery, like, you better win this UCL, bro. Like, I stop playing games with me with this stuff. Like, I don't care about you beating Bayern 1-0. Like, I want you to take this Aston Villa team, because, again, you did it with Real.
How are you going to ask Aston Villa to win the UCL?
No. Come on, bro. You're playing. If you play in the Champions League, you're beating.
How?
No, Emery. No, listen. Emery beat big teams like Juventus. He beat Bayern and all these teams, right? If you can do that, take them to semis, you should be able to get to a point where you have to say to yourself, it's time to win the Champions League. I'm sorry, if they play Real Madrid, they're losing 5-0 the way they played today. I'm telling you this right now. This team will not do this against a team like Real Madrid, but they will do this against a team.
I don't know about that.
Do this against a
Real Madrid lost today, though.
Okay, wait, so
Real Madrid lost today, though.
I know. So let me bring in. Okay, so AK, who do you to blame most for this Bayern loss?
Yeah, I mean, it isn't the best, but I'll be real, man. I just think today is just that type of day where, like, all the underdogs won. I'll be real. Like, I just think today is that sort of day.
So we should be giving more credit to Villa rather than.
Yeah. I think you should give more credit to Villa. I think for Bayern, it's like a flash in the pan. I'll be real. I think they'll play better than this and get back to winning ways later. But Villa, we should give credit because, well, again, like, be your first UCL night at home in, like, what, 40 years?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's like HH's age, and
they're a bigger club than.
You've already spoken, Kosh. You've already spoken.
You know they're a bigger club than.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you. Yeah. So we have to give Emery, we have to give Villa, John Duran. We have to give those guys credit. And by the way, as well, Upamecano should have been sent off. Bro.
Yes.
Upamecano should have been sent off.
Yes. Like, how? Because that, I think he was the last man for the first challenge on Watkins. So if that's a yellow, or that could have been a straight red. So I don't know how he was even he even stayed on the pitch, man. Rank.
Oh yeah, just one last thing.
Go for it.
I know we are this for the Champions League. This makes the Bayern Barca game next time very tasty because both teams are 1 win and 1 loss, so they have to win that game.
So is that the next game?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Then
that's the next game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be very important.
And judging from what I'm seeing now, I think I might give Barca the edge. I might give Barca the edge.
Don't.
Rank, what are you saying? I mean, who's to blame for this Bayern L?
I'm blaming the best goalkeeper in the world. I think that they're simply not stopping this man at this point. That you cannot give this man cannot keep getting away with it at this point. It's gonna be such a loss for Argentina to have him suspended for this window. I think that we're gonna roll with it anyway. But for Aston Villa, it's gonna be super important. And when he says that he wants to win trophies with Aston Villa, he's serious. Like, this man's determination and concentration in the game every time he's on the pitch, it's insane. And he helps boost the rest of the team to a level that, they wouldn't have expected from before, especially with Emery at the helm. It seems like Villa are putting all the pieces together to actually build up a really good squad that can challenge the best of the best.
Wait, so hold on, real quick. Is Rulli the same keeper for Villarreal?
Yes.
Who did that kamikaze thing against Liverpool, and I inducted him into the Brick Academy for that one game against Liverpool. And is that same Rulli?
He's a Marseille now.
Yeah, he's a Marseille.
I just wanted to be sure, but Ren, continue.
No, we're gonna be fine, hopefully. But no, Villa are really building something up with not only with Emi Martinez, but with Emery, with John Duran, with Onana, who I think was one of the best signings this window for the Premier League at least. Super great defensive midfielder. Watkins obviously is going to still be there, and I think that Villa are going to be challenging the best teams in the world for a while now if they continue down this path. So I wouldn't really be too worried for Bayern, especially because they are going back to their backyard in the next Champions League fixture. So I think that should be pretty comfy for them. We're going to see how it develops, but for now it's looking great for Villa, so you have to give them respect for that.
Okay, let me take some Dubinsky here. So shout out to Football Gene. Ban is SHIT. Why they're only good is because of how trash Bundesliga is. Carlos has to be inducted. All the UCLs he won was the players, not him. Oh wow. Oh no. We're gonna get into Carlo. We're gonna get into Carlo the next time, man, because a lot of questions to be asked. But with regards to let's look at the Barca game. Now, if they now lose to Barca, then it's like, okay, is there a Bundesliga tax? But you can't say that overall because that is true for PSG. That Liga, during the time that Bayern dominated Bundesliga, they won the treble twice. And obviously they won the UCL twice. So you can't really argue with that for the thingy. Shout out to Good Axel. Hendrik needs a Klopp Pep coach. Madrid is too big. So they're saying Bobby Charlton flopped as a starter, man.
Yeah, the big time.
He's 17, bro.
He's 17.
He's 17. Rank, you said that, but some 16, 17-year-olds are scoring goals in a. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Yamal is clear though.
I'm just. I mean, how young is 17? Actually, whoa, that sounds weird.
Whoa.
All right, keep going. Shout out to Matt Rosario. Happy birthday gift by Juventus. It takes a special kind of cojones to pull that off. Motorball is here. LL, I really wish we could play.
Bro, Juve will cook.
No. We're gonna have a Juve section because to do that 10 men away from home is crazy, and we need to have a Conceicao discussion, bro. I told you, Cristiano, you have no excuse. You have to win the World Cup in 2026 because you have the players. But
when's Chelsea playing in the Green Europa League?
They're playing Ghent tomorrow.
So hold on, Rank, here's the thing. So
the Conference League.
Rank, so
nice.
you address us as the legitimate defending UCL champions because unless a team wins the UCL 3 away goals, they're not legitimate UCL champions. So we're still the legitimate UCL defending champions.
But rank. There's bigger priorities tomorrow. Tomorrow, Ten Hag could be sacked if he loses to Porto.
I really hope he doesn't. Look,
of course he's not going to be. Look. But shout out to
Go
Juve,
Man
though.
United. Go Man United. I need Ten Hag to
Miguel Rabines. I'll say this straight up. Chelsea's scouting has improved tenfold. Look at what many Chelsea fans said when we were linked with Duran.
Like HH.
Where's the apology?
I don't know. I wanted Duran. It was Kenny who said Duran was using ball.
It is stop lying.
You called him Duran.
It is there's evidence, right?
Look, Miguel, I always wanted Duran. It was guys like Kenny and so forth who were pushing for Victor Osimhen. I said that don't use a Nigerian bias for our club. That's why I told you.
You know, I never wanted Osimhen.
Talent FC. Ugly performance from moron. Talent FC. Bundesliga, La Liga ass getting dunked on again. #EPL. Look, man. Actually, hold up. Actually, wait. Did all the Bundesliga teams lose?
No, Dortmund.
Did Stuttgart, Leverkusen won? Stuttgart win? Stuttgart, did they win?
I think they drew.
Drew.
Okay, that's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, but
Patricio,
or something.
put some respect on. I'm loving it. Wait, did I'm
McDonald's?
So how many I'm loving it wins were this week?
West one, Lille one.
You know that out of all the Liga teams, PSG are the lowest rank as of.
Yeah, those bum ass LSG losers.
Trans FC. AK line, Laurent Blanc has the best PSG record.
I was talking about points per game, man.
Points in Talents FC, points per game, you stupid idiot, man.
I need to pull up the table again, though. You need to pull up the table.
Wait, so Chronic, Arsenal and PSG less UCLs than Villa. Money is this true?
HH, didn't you say that?
Money you know, it's a yes or no question. I said it's a yes or no.
The era doesn't count. You said that yourself, so everyone's on zero.
Chronic.
By your logic.
Correct, you're right. Talents FC. When Bomian and Chicken Musiala don't play versus Bochum or Dynamo, #spooky, #bully. La Liga showing the decline. Their Spanish coaches twerk to come to EPL. Is he speaking facts?
I will say this, HH. English Talent FC talks a lot during the group stages, but when it comes to the knockout, he's rarely there.
he's rarely around. He's really. Also, the guy, he's a moron. He's a moron.
So it's the same thing when it comes to international tournaments.
Shout out to Abrisfair. Vlahovic really showed up. Allegri equals white plague. Bro, we're gonna have to have and Kenny. There is evidence. I wanted Vlahovic. That's a fact. That is a fact. I campaign for Vlahovic. I campaign for Dusan.
If I remember well, 2 weeks ago there was a hangout where you said we need to speak about Vlahovic. What did you say about it? You said it was a finished that's what I thought.
Shout out to your boy, yours truly. Emery over Lewis in my book. He beats MSN with a trash team. Wait, hold on. Wait, did Emery beat MSN?
Yeah, he beat them 4-0.
Oh yeah. First leg sucks. No. Look, tactically, I'm taking Emery over Emery. Bro, how good is Enrique really?
He's a bomb, man. He's a bomb. He's Spanish tag.
Put Blue Balls Leipzig in the Brick Academy. Bro.
They're close.
Are people not talking about Atleti getting 4-piece?
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Miguel Rabinez, Duran shows it's not about big names, but profiles. No, look, I'm sorry. The guys, also, how many did he score in Copa America? Did he score in Copa America?
He was coming off the bench for John Cordova, so I don't know. I think he got like 2 goals.
I saw he scored 1 or 2 goals. I'm thinking, look, man, guy, he hype. Shout out to O'Malley, man. Upamecano should have been 100% should have been sent off. Titans FC, Ardas Goulet was called good. # get a new ITES. # bench. Bro, it's still early days. Man.
He was one of the only decent Madrid players.
No, the guys. Ads. CL revived 30-yard screamers again. Some of the goals today. Elite ball striking ability, always better than cutback goal merchants. Pep almost ruined the ball. No, look, there were some great goals today. There were some really. This. I think yesterday we sort of cried formula. This was a good night. It was a good night. Stephen O. Cole brings down the collective IQ of this panel. No, it does not. Cole brings a different perspective. He brings a different perspective. It's 9 stops. I know lots of people don't like the new format, but the table is looking crazy right now. What is the tiebreaker differential of wins? So I think it's goal difference. No, look, see, here's the thing. There are 6 games to go. By the time we get to week 6, then we'll have a clear idea. But as we said yesterday, my issue is there any encouragement to finish first? And I got told that you get 2 million in prize money, which is trash.
Hey.
Rank. What is 2 million to a Real or a Rank? What is 2 million? Rank. Man City spend 2 million is under their freaking toilets. 2 million to Man City is nothing. So it's City at top. 2 mil, bro. Get that crap out of there, man. So come on, man. Samasi. HH, let me cook Bayern frauds tonight. I was right.
You have
on loan to Bayern. Samasi, you're on loan to Bayern. Yeah, sure. You have Bodo tomorrow. Focus on Bodo tomorrow.
Coming on tomorrow.
Shout out to Oluwa. Coward nomad never shows his face after a loss. # fear. No matter where you are. Wink. I miss my Queen Lizzie. Tonight we would have. Oh.
This guy, man.
This guy's a weirdo. Talent FC. Who says Argentinian Chicharito starts no goal? Who is Argentinian Chicharito?
Julian Alvarez.
Talent FC, but don't. Stop this BS with Endrick starting. Okay,
exactly.
Perfect segue.
Can I speak on this first?
Okay, so let me put the stream marker. All right. So before I come to you, AK, here's the thing. I blame his gold digger wife for it and everything. That's why I blame. I think she's to blame. But put that to one side. Okay, AK. This loss, did the players let down Carlo?
Yes.
Or Carlo needs to take some blame here? How do you lose to Lille with all due disrespect?
First of all, shout out to Liga. Liga lives. I'm just gonna say that
Lille were the better team. They deserve to win.
Yes, they were the better team. They deserve to win.
You're loving it.
Yes. Oh wow.
I actually did. It's also good because I actually had McDonald's today. The large fries and the Coke as well.
Shout out to Macron.
Yeah. So overall, the Lille versus Real Madrid, bro, that might have been the worst game I've seen Real Madrid play since last year.
Wow.
Like it was genuinely like bad. Like I was seeing Rudiger attempt long balls and fail miserably. I was seeing Camavinga try to try to block the ball with his hand. I was seeing Valverde try to make tackles and fail.
So is this just an anomaly then, or are you saying maybe a pattern is growing here?
Oh well, anomaly meaning like, I mean they lose to, didn't they lose like Sheriff Tiraspol in like a UCL like once, like I think it looks like an anomaly to a certain degree, but as much as they haven't lost this season, they haven't been playing like the best. Like I'll put it out, they haven't been playing the best. They showed signs of improving the couple of games before. I thought the Atletico game was better than like the first couple of games they played, but today, man, they were ass. They were ass. I think Ancelotti does have to take some, responsibility, because the one thing I noticed with these guys is, when you pass out the back and team presses, there's a disjoint between their press, so it's easy to pass out the back against them, which then leads me to the idea, like, why do you press in the first place if you're not good at it? And that's how Lille had so much joy. They were able to pass out. They were able to pass out the back with relative ease. There was a 17-year-old midfielder, Ayoub Bouadi, from Morocco. He was the best midfielder on the pitch. Best midfielder on the pitch. But I don't know, like these players as well. Like I don't know if you watched the end of the game. Like Bellingham was pissed off at Mbappe. Goulet was pissed off at Vinicius. Vinicius was pissed off at Valverde. They were starting to get pretty heated. I don't know if that's just a part of what happened in the game, and it'll probably be all good by like Saturday.
By the weekend. It's playing for a big team. You have to.
So, I mean, they haven't been playing the best, but like the reason why I think it's an anomaly, because today was like deep shit. Today was deep garbage. Where the H? I understand you're saying the penalties have been saving them, okay, but they were still far better against the likes of Betis, where they got those penalties, against the likes of Espanyol and all these guys. They were far better than what they showed today. And today they were just like absolute garbage. And Endrick, you shouldn't start ever again.
Wow.
You shouldn't start ever again.
Wow.
I know he's 17 years old. The bench is like, he needs to come off the bench a bit more, because that's what he's the best at now. But just play Rodrigo if Mbappe is not fit, man. I'm sorry.
So side note, Jay Jokin used to be a United fan, and now he loaned over to Real Madrid just to keep it. What's it called?
Just one last thing.
Yeah, go for AK.
Apparently, this was their first loss in 258 days.
Really? Real Madrid?
Yeah, their first loss in 258 days.
Wow. Kenny, talk to me, man.
Yeah, on the game, honestly, it was deserved. Like you can't even say that Real Madrid, like Lille played better than Real Madrid. Like it's not something that I would say in a long time, but honestly, they played very well. And for me, that first half, the lack of idea of the team is screaming at me.
So do you put that on the players, or you put that on Carlo? Who should take more of the blame?
The thing is that they went back to that formation that worked well for them last year, which was that 4-1-4-4-2 diamond. And how do you call it? The thing that was lacking for me was on the wings, because basically they couldn't go through the middle, and then on the wings now you have basically fullbacks like Mendy and Carvajal, who they're decent players, but I'm sorry, I don't want to be seeing them high up the pitch, especially a guy like Mendy. Like Mendy defensively is decent, but when you ask him to do something and in the other half of the pitch, like I'm sorry, it's not good enough.
No.
And I'm like the team was so disjointed. The midfield was no balance. There was no balance there, and then attacking wise, like at the end of the game, yeah, they created chances, but for most of the game, the only chances they create was that Hendrick chance. And I'm like, for like 75 minutes, with the players you have, like you should be doing better. And honestly, it was very like I know, like AK said, like even in the La Liga, I think that's probably the worst game that I've watched of them this season. Like, because even in La Liga, they still create stuff. But I'm like, today, like, it didn't look like they were going to score.
So is it a case of a bad day, or give credit to Lille? Their tactics and the way that they play, that maybe the way that they play just sort of offsets Real, or no, this was a bad day. Real, if it was normal Real, they easily beat them, or do we need to give more credit to Lille? And also remember, Stuttgart played really well. But they just failed to execute their chances, and they played really well.
But you can give credit to Stuttgart, but like we said with Ancelotti, like I think that's where it's great, and that's the downfall of the system as well. Because obviously we know when Ancelotti is probably like like the guy doesn't give not more, like when it comes to the offensive players, really like he lets them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when these offensive players are not performing, that's when the issue, like that's where the lack of system is, like you can clearly see it. Because if a Vini is not in a good day, or a Bellingham, like today Bellingham was poor, he's like, who is going to create stuff for them? Because like if you look at the team realistically, like like the midfield of Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde, like let's be honest, it's not really the most creative one. And like afterwards, you have to rely on Vini and Bellingham to like create stuff. And I'm like, if these two are not performing, who is going to be creating stuff for like Hendrick cannot create. You need someone there to be able to like generate chances. And when these guys have poor games, that's where like you can see like the lack of system, or maybe the lack of sometimes offensive play on the pitch. Like you can see a big lack. And the fullbacks today were not the greatest as well. So that's obviously that's he's relying on the individual, and today the individual players, like they were poor. Like Vinicius was very, very poor today as well. So I'm like, that's what comes with it, with the system that is playing. But it's obviously they're still going to qualify, but
of course
they're going to qualify. But like the top 8 finish maybe is a bit. Like I'm looking at some of these teams, like Real Madrid,
they won't come top 8.
Like there's teams there that they lost the game already, and they still, like, let's be real, they lost to Lille. They still have to face better teams. I don't think they faced any pot 1 teams yet. So I'm like, Bayern Munich just lost as well. Barcelona lost, and I'm like, some other team are winning.
So are you saying what is this 5th or 6th time lucky for Salah in a few weeks?
No, all I'm saying is that, and like with one of them big teams are not going to qualify. Like one of the Real Madrids, the Bayerns, or the Barcelona, like one of them are not going to finish in the top 8, like the way it's going. Because if like losing to Lille, like, that's poor, man.
Yes,
that's supposed to be one of your easy games. But yeah.
Okay, so Rank, talk to me, man. Madrid, who is to blame here, man? And is it really that bad? This L?
I don't think there's a single person that you have to blame, but I don't think this game it's an anomaly. I think that the result is an anomaly. The anomaly is that Real Madrid lost, because in the way that Real Madrid have been functioning, it's not an anomaly that they play like this. And we've been seeing this for years now, that Real Madrid can play really, really bad in the UCL and still get away with results. Like, maybe the opposing goalkeeper lets go of the ball in front of their striker, or the opposing goalkeeper gets a concussion, or they just flop out and die, or maybe Carlo gets his tactics absolutely wrong for an entire first half of football, and then his substitutions, be it the Rodrigos, the Camavinga, completely lift up the team and allow him to make a comeback and absolutely clutch up, or maybe they get a penalty. So we've seen many, many times already that Real Madrid can have these really shaky performances, but somehow, because of their heritage or whatever you want to call it, they get the the job done against these teams. So the anomaly is that Real Madrid lost. It's not the way they played. And it's been a long time coming. And we've seen many times that they dropped games in the UCL. But by the time the knockouts come, they're going to be one of the favorites again, because that's just the way they are. And they have the players to win it again. So I wouldn't say there's much to worry about here if you are Real Madrid. I think that it would be great if you could make top 8, because it would allow you to skip those 2 matches that would congest a lot of your footballing calendar and be a bit of a pain to deal with. But even if they finish in the top 24, you still are one of the favorites to advance in that tie. And after that, you're on the race again. So I wouldn't say that you need to be worried if you're a Real Madrid fan. You're going to be fine. But we've been seeing it for a long time that the system for Carlo just simply doesn't work, and that he's been relying on the individual players to kind of clutch up the results and get the job done in the UCL. So something is going to have to change, because if he wants to defend the La Liga title and do something in the UCL, he's going to have to find more consistency within his system and know where each player fits, because you cannot be improvising like this, switching names in and out and trying to see what sticks. You need to find something during training during the week that works, so you can find the best position for each player. Hopefully he will get it done, because I think that Carlo, at the end of the day, he's been doing this for years. He probably knows his players better than anybody else. So I think that they're going to find a way. I wouldn't be too worried. But, this isn't something new that we're talking about, like Real Madrid dropping these random games. It's going to happen. I think they just need to move on, but massive credit to Lille, obviously. This puts them in a great position.
Can I speak about this, AJ?
Okay. Let me come to Vic, and then I'll come to you, Monimis, and then Elijah.
Okay, well, successful here, watch. Well, let's go. I want to start as I've been watching these guys, monitoring them, a lot of their games. I want to see my rivals and see if they're the super team they promised me. Other Madrid fans said 4-4-2 Diamond was gonna turn them into like the ultimate team. But they haven't been getting better. They've actually been getting worse. And there's this, for me, when I watch them, is like this arrogance. They feel like they already have the game won. And I've been seeing this for all their games. And for me, this is what happens, man. I felt like they didn't need more star power in their team, because it just breeds ego. And for me, Carlo Ancelotti is a fantastic manager. And I'm already seeing people blaming him, saying that he's been relying on individuals. When I'm telling you right now, the likes of Vinicius wasn't this good until Carlo Ancelotti started managing him and giving him a proper role. So for me, Carlo Ancelotti is a fantastic manager, and I will never try to downplay his quality, because he gives his players a level of freedom for them to express themselves. And people think that's relying on individual brilliance, but no, that's just his tactics. Endrick, someone tried to criticize Endrick. You guys, I don't know what you guys are on about. Again, this Madrid has been declining a bit, and stuffing in a youngster into this game like that is just nonsense, and he should not be blamed. In fact, I actually thought he did okay. He even made a crazy run into the box. I almost scored a crazy goal, but this game against Lille, I'm telling you, it was kind of embarrassing. Like, if I was a Madrid fan, I'll be pretty embarrassed, because these guys were doing skill moves all over the pitch. I think what's the name on the striker? David.
Jonathan David.
It literally did a sombrero over Jude Bellingham's head, bro. Like, I was like, nah, I couldn't believe it.
Oh my God.
I couldn't believe it, bro.
Thiago Santos was saucing. Thiago
Santos, I'm like, Brazil, like,
bro. They were treating them like if they were a random team.
Kenny,
bro.
he's Portuguese, Kenny.
He's Portuguese, I think.
But the thing is, like, the 1-0 doesn't say the full story. It was so one-sided. And for me, like, Madrid, they started increasing their performance, decided to move the ball a bit quicker, trying to equalize. But for me, it was already too late. And for a team of that magnitude, should be trying to destroy these teams from the very beginning. So for me, this is a pretty bad loss. And for me, I would be concerned, because it's been dragging on for a bit. And for Lille and Liga, they surprised me, because I genuinely enjoyed their little festival they had at home. So that's all I gotta say.
I'm sorry. I needed to check this. The next fixture is the Champions League final rematch against Dortmund.
Yes, Dortmund.
Now, if you lose that,
I mean,
Wait, is it away or home?
at home.
At the Bernabeu.
But
They're
still,
probably gonna
though,
win.
I don't know, man. Shouts, you know. So is it? Is it you that said you want to talk after? No, sorry. My name is. Go for it.
HH, can you pull up my AVI, please?
Oh my god.
I was told that this was the best player in the world. The best player in the world is crawling after the ball after doing a failed skill move. HH, did you not see that video of Mbappe? Mbappe looked at him like, "Who is this guy? Who is this guy? This is supposed to be the leader of the team, and he's tripping up over the ball."
Look, it's a bad night at the office. Everyone has a bad night at the office, man. What can I say?
HH, there's bad night at the office, and then there's what he produced today. Honestly, Samba Rashford. We got Samba Rashford today.
That was 2020, Vinny, man.
Yeah, when he's doing the rainbow flick and he's left the ball out for a throw-in.
Oh.
And I mean, it doesn't get any better because your GOAT, 19-year-old World Cup winner, doesn't get any better for him, HH, because he came in today, he faked the injury, and then he was like, "Hold on, my little brother plays for this team. I've got to show him who runs the family. I've got to show him who runs this place." Only to lose, to not complete a dribble, to not complete a pass, to not complete a shot. So he just came on the pitch and did up cardio. He did McTominay work. You see, he put in a shift. All he did was put in a shift. Your GOAT put in a
9
shift.
to 5.
Boy, he did what Havertz supposedly does.
Exactly. You're talking about shift work. Your GOAT put in a shift today. Putting in a shift is
that wasn't even a 9 to 5, man. That was like a 1 to 3. That was like a part-time shift.
That's not average level shift.
Freelance work. What he did today.
He wasn't paid. That's like apprentice. You're coming for a training.
That's an internship, man.
No, the problem is
internship.
The problem is that he gets paid.
That's the problem. No, okay, we'll go. Come on, should Madrid fans really be panicking? Because what I want to know is this an anomaly or are we seeing a worrying pattern? Because the notion
They've
is
not played well all season.
So if not played well, I saw it like, okay, the jig is up. You can't keep getting away with not playing well, but just Gid. Can Gid carry you all the way through a whole season?
Yes.
And maybe is this a reason why Carlo never goes back to back? There isn't a consistent ideology that he can repeat, hence why he's never defended his league title.
These guys, they said, "Oh yeah, we lost Toni Kroos, but who cares? We've got all these other midfielders. We need Mbappe. We need Mbappe." And they forgot, hold on, I need midfielders that can pass a football. I need midfielders that can switch the play. I need midfielders that can dictate the tempo of the game. And instead, what they've done, they've built a team full of Scott McTominays, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Bellingham. It's just off the ball running.
Whoa! Wait, wait a minute. You're comparing Jude Bellingham to McSauce?
Listen, McBellingham. Honestly,
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man.
That's wild. That's wild.
No, but
Yeah, that's taking it too far.
That's too far. That's too far.
That's wild.
Stop.
They neglected the most important position in football. The most important position in football is the DM. If you do not have a quality DM, you're not going to win any trophies because your DM dictates everything, dictates the attack. He sets the tempo for the team. He dictates where the ball goes over the pitch. He helps out defensively with the structure. He understands the job of every single player on that pitch. The DM is the most important. And they said that they can put Tchouaméni in that position and Camavinga in that position. Players who are not even near Toni Kroos. Nowhere near the level of a Toni Kroos.
Moneymates, you know who Real Madrid needs? They need the other Mac. That's the one they need.
Mac 10 would actually be a good DM for Real Madrid.
Wait, but hold up. Wait. I think this is Fadil. That's yellow. That's yellow. All right. Continue.
I was surprised Real Madrid didn't go out and put money down on Zubimendi. I was shocked they didn't go and do that. I was surprised they didn't go in and say, hey, Real Sociedad, how much for Mikel Merino? 30 million, 35 million? We'll just keep you in as a squad player who can come in and play the DM.
Money Miss, I have a question for you.
Or what about Çalhanoğlu or Barella?
Exactly. This is so.
Money Miss, I have a question for you though. Why did they get outplayed in midfield like the past couple of seasons, even with Kroos there then? Like in 22, if you remember 2022, 2023, that Man City 4-0 happened with Kroos as the natural DM.
No, but the thing is that, yeah, obviously you're going to have games where you're not going to dominate all the time. Real Madrid have never been a dominant team, but you need a DM who can pass, because if you notice what Toni Kroos did, it wasn't dominating against Manchester City. What he did was, when it got under pressure, when it was difficult moments, when we had to keep the ball and we're getting pressed, he was the best at it. He was the best at just calming down the team, calming down the pressure, making sure everyone's fine, keeping hold of the ball, making sure that we're getting possession and we're able to string a few passes together. That UCL final against Liverpool, they didn't have a lot of the ball. But when Madrid did have the ball, they didn't just immediately give it back to Liverpool.
Well, so let me go to Just Gareth.
Can I speak on it?
Yeah, cool. So Just Gareth, talk to me, thoughts on the Madrid thing. Who's to blame here for this L?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we were just absolute shit today, and I think Carlos' approach to the game, I think he got it wrong a bit, trying to play, this 4-4-2 that never seems to work, because it doesn't even look like a 4-4-2. It looks like a 4-6 with 4 wingers and 0 strikers. Like Vinicius Jr. and Endrick, I think they never come into the middle of the play, and we get no build up. Like, because I think earlier in the first half, Camavinga made a run through the middle, and literally had no link-up play. So I think we're missing like a striker and having like 2 like natural wingers like on the side basically, instead of playing like Valverde there or something. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. Madrid were just absolute shit today.
So is there any part of this that has you worried moving forward? Do you see a pattern of like not being playing well, but you've just gotten away with it? Anything to have you worried, or no, you think you'll be fine? That coming against Villarreal, you think you'll get back to this? Or is there anything that worries you long term from what you've seen?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe a teeny bit together, because we haven't played good like all season. So, but I don't know. It's the Champions League. This usually tends to happen to us. So we usually do have that one-off game that we do usually lose. But yeah, I think Carlo needs to like figure out like his starting 11 instead of mixing it up all the time. So.
Okay. What's also called? Elijah, talk to me. Real Madrid.
Well, I was.
Oh, sorry. Cole and then Elijah. Cole.
Yeah, it is. I told you it was gonna happen one way or another, because it was ridiculous. Every single time they were not playing beautiful football, getting away with victories that they didn't even deserve the victory, but they still got away with it. For i.e. Real Sociedad, it was just so ridiculous. They should have beat them like or 2-0. Yeah, seriously. Honestly, it's Real Madrid for me. They're a club where I'll say to myself that, no matter what's going on right now, right, they're always going to come up. So, for example, they might be going through a struggle right now. This season, honestly, I think they're the favorites for the Champions League still.
Who?
Real Madrid. Because
based on what?
I'll show you why, okay?
They just lost and got pimped out by Lille, a team from Montblanc.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So for me, if they meet City, I honestly, you all know what's going to happen. But personally, for me, I really do think that Real Madrid, this season, I don't think they can win it. I don't think they can win it this season. I think they can win it next season. And I'm gonna tell Real Madrid this. If I was them, I'm putting all my money.
Who do you blame for this loss? Who do you blame?
I blame Florentino Perez. Because you knew this.
Why are you
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. No, hold on. I have a reason.
Bayern lost because of the board. Real Madrid lost because of Perez.
Yeah, because let me tell you why. Perez, right? He decided to go get a Washman Mbappe from PSG, knowing that Vinny won a Champions League without Mbappe, and then not only that, you didn't fix your main problems. Danny Carvajal has been playing for the Real Madrid team for about 7 or 8 years now. You still haven't found another replacement for him so that he can get some rest in certain games because, bro, Carvajal, they're running him down to the ground. Even what's this guy's name? What's Macaulay? The likes of the Modric and all these other stuff like that. They need to strengthen in their midfield too. I think they went to when they had Mbappe, they went all panic buy and say, "Oh, let's go get Mbappe all of a sudden." But you didn't need to do that because the thing is, the problem right now, honestly, is you need that replacement for Carvajal. I think they should go get Xabi Alonso in the summer. And then I also think that they need to fix the midfield. They should sack Carlo. I've been saying this bro, he's not been playing beautiful football. Like anyone can beat Real Madrid.
Cool. Can I ask you something?
They're not that convincing.
So let me just put this out there. Anyone can jump in. Do you think Carlo is the wrong guy to take Real forward? Do you think he should be sacked or he should be given time?
No, I think they can give him to. I think you can give him to the end of the season. You can clearly see that they're looking at Xavi Alonso as the next guy. But like I said, Real Madrid. Let's bro. Who? If you sack Carlo at this moment, who are you taking to replace him?
And that's the problem.
Xabi Alonso, bro.
No, but obviously Xavi's going to finish the season with Leverkusen.
Yeah, he's not. Come on, he's going to finish the season with him.
Yeah, he's going to finish the season.
Yeah, Carlo will last the season. I'm very sure he'll last the season, and then they will get Xabi Alonso next.
Okay, no, because my thing is that look, Carlo is a great. You don't win these amounts of UCLs off just fluke. I'm sorry, no. Not fluke. But do you think Carlo has benefited off of more fortuitousness of individual people executing rather than just his amazing?
Let me answer that question.
We had the Emery discussion here. A big reason why Sevilla won all those trophies and Villarreal was Emery's tactical qualities. A huge reason, even though Kante was the GOAT, a big reason Chelsea went on to UCL was Tuchel and what he did tactically in those games. Now, Carlo, we know of his substitutions. Carlo has never been tactically astute. But maybe, and also, let's keep it real. I love Zidane. Zidane, one of my GOATs. We're not calling Zidane one of the greatest managers of all time. We're not.
Zidane, I'll guarantee you this, Zidane's better tactically than Carlo.
Oh yeah, no, he's better.
He's a good bit better tactically than Carlo. There isn't a comparison.
Yeah, we're not supposed to call Zidane a great tactician. He's a better tactician, more of a tactician than thingy. Because my thing though is, I said this before, I always felt that for this team is okay. Let me ask.
No Martin.
All right, okay. Let me ask. So, Rank, do you think Carlo is the right guy for this Real Madrid team?
I mean, yeah. I think that just looking at how he's been managing Real Madrid for the last few years and the amount of stuff that he's won, you cannot say that. That's crazy. I would love it. But you cannot say that Carlo is not the right guy for Real Madrid. But I think that currently the things are seriously not working, and maybe there needs to be a change of in the club. I'm not the one to say that. I don't watch Real Madrid every single weekend. But I think they should keep him. I think they should keep him, give him the rest of the season, see how it develops with these new players that he's brought in, and maybe give him the winter to try and bring that midfielder that they need and see how it works out after that. But maybe they need a change of air. But
Rank. This is the. Let me say something.
Wait, hold on. Did you call him Rank?
Sorry. No. Here's the thing, right? Listen. This is the thing, right? I get what you're saying, but the problem here is Real Madrid is a club where they're supposed to be winning every single season. Like, there's no excuse for Real Madrid because they have 15 Champions Leagues. They have to be on top every single season. And has failed because if you haven't three-peated like the way Zidane has done, you have failed. You have failed. That's the Real Madrid hierarchy. You have to be winning Champions League every season, winning league, being
Wait, hold
Can I just
on.
ask Cole a quick question? Just quick question.
Actually, wait. Let's just quickly hear from Nomad and Coach Imanime. So, Nomad, thoughts on the game, but specifically this loss. Who do you put the loss on mainly?
Can you pull up my AV?
Oh God, is that Peaky Blinders?
The Peaky fucking Blinders.
Wow.
That's what's up, no man. That's what's up, no man.
Okay, continue. No man, continue. Okay, Koa, you've talked. Thank you. No man.
So that was my answer. I told you, Hendrik isn't ready to start. I told you, but you're like, every time he comes off the bench, he looks the best player on the pitch. He needs to start. Why doesn't he start? Hendrik is a starter. Of course he's not. Of course he's not. You don't watch Real Madrid day in, day out. You don't watch their training sessions. You don't listen to each and every single press conference and interview. I do. Of course he's not ready to
you
start.
watch the training sessions?
Yes. Yeah, wait. He's a fan. He should. I watch Chelsea training sessions, man.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Can no one talk?
I watch Bayern training sessions.
So
no man, please talk.
So AJ, I told you the first game he has to start is like in La Liga against Elche, Eibar, Cadiz, Leganes, Granada, and then in maybe the Madrid derby or the El Clasico, come off the bench, and then maybe become a starter. Maybe next season. Like this is his first season. Like he's not starting now, and for his first start in Europe, to be in the Champions League for Real Madrid, that's just too much. And the main problem wasn't that. Yeah, they are available. And the main problem with Real Madrid wasn't that they got a fortuitous penalty. Like they weren't fouled or anything. It wasn't a malicious tackle. It was just an unfortunate handball. But Camavinga was returning from a decently serious injury. He wasn't up to 100%. So the way we conceded that goal, that wasn't a big deal. The main problem, AJ, was that, again, the same thing I say about a lot of teams, who don't perform up to their level. We saw that in the past Euros. We're seeing right now with Real Madrid, like the creativity. Where's the creativity? Where's the playmaking? Where's the chance creation from that number 10 position? I'm not seeing that. I haven't seen that from Real Madrid this entire season. And even
so you're putting the main blame on Carlo for that. Chance creation is down to Carlo
rather
than the players.
Even when he starts Arda Güler starts on the right wing, hugging the test line. Like, I'm sorry, you need to have creativity. Like Bellingham, he has to keep on dropping back to perform his defensive duties. Like he's not even able to link up with Vini and Hendrik. You saw that today. Like this wasn't even a 4-4-2 diamond. It was a flat 4-4-2 with Bellingham playing on the left wing. So is Bellingham a left winger? Like since when? Like no, you don't do that. So and also I would say I would kind of give a bit of a pass to the team because they were coming up the Madrid derby, and you saw what happened to Atletico as well. So I think a physical exhaustion from the derby, because the game was extended as well. It maybe have taken a bit of a toll on the team, but it's okay. We lost 2 games in all competitions last season. Like it's okay. Like
so you're not worried.
Yeah, I mean all of these. Excuse my language, but all these useless bums on the streets and also some on this panel who don't even know what a UCL is, who can't even stop losing to bottom place teams, in their own leagues. They think they're in a position to judge a club that lost only at one stadium in all competitions last season, and are still on an unbeaten run in La Liga from 40 games. If we continue this run till the El Clasico, we beat Barcelona's record of 43 games.
Good luck
Okay.
with that.
I didn't say anything.
Hold on.
That's
Hold
what
on.
we're talking about.
Hold on.
Good luck, no man. Good
We
luck.
still have some time. We still have some time. And as long as we finish in the top 3, in this league phase, I'm okay with it.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just ask this real quick. So, because we have to address this. So let me actually come to Rank. So Rank, was your boy bought for 80 mil to get bent over and penetrated with no lube by Benfica? 4-0.
Listen, like Di Maria is just too good, man. Like I cannot lose in this discussion. It is what it is. No,
that's cheap, man. So basically, win-win.
Yeah, it's always a win-win. Look, some of the Atletico Madrid players should be dedicated to modeling at this moment. I don't think that what I saw right there.
Gal had a disaster class, by the way.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. I
gotta
say, no, like Atletico Madrid, like they were saying, they got run over. They were gassed out after El Clásico. They got tactically, Simeone got everything wrong, I believe, and. Yeah, it was just
so basically, don't use the Madrid derby as a excuse based on how it was extended. That shouldn't be an excuse for the 4-0.
No, I don't think that's an excuse. You can tell that the players were tired. I think that you can say that, but I wouldn't say it's an excuse to definitely like getting 4-0. And this Benfica team is not great. This Benfica team is not great.
Who have sold a lot of their quality players like the GOAT Darwizi and so forth. But yeah.
Yes, and they've been scraping by in Liga Portugal. Like it's not been pretty for Benfica. It's been horrible. Yeah, like they got completely outmatched in every single.
Yeah. 0 shots on target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got cooked.
No.
Yeah,
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Whoa, HH. The Turkish Mason Mount was the man of the match, by the way.
Mm-hmm. No,
who's the Turkish Mason Mount? Who's
remember the Turkish Mason Mount dunked on Manchester United last year?
Oh wow, okay.
No. Simeone got everything wrong, and I believe that this is something that it's just in his psyche in the UCL that at this point, like. He cannot just he can't get it done. It is what it is for the Atletico gene, because these are the type of games that you need to actually show up that you're ready to win this trophy, this competition against a Benfica team that is slumping and you get thrashed 4-0, you don't have a shot on target, you get outmatched, outpaced and everything. Like, nah, it's crazy. It's really bad.
Wait, who else wants to clown?
Can I speak on this?
For Core.
Okay. What was your question for Core?
No, Core said that the most important thing about the team wasn't midfield. It wasn't he said the most important thing was replacing Dani Carvajal. So, Core, what right back would you say Real Madrid have to get if we're replacing Dani Carvajal?
Core. Well, there is one they've been looking at, and it definitely isn't the guy from Chelsea. Core. Okay, Core.
You said what? You said what?
Oh, for God's sake! So you didn't speak.
Go ahead. No, I'm listening. No, I'm listening. I'm here. HH, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm here.
Yes, you said that 10 times. Cool. You said the most important thing for Real Madrid is to get a new right back to give Dani Carvajal rest. Who would you get for Real Madrid at right back then?
Okay, so for me, right, I think they need an attacking right back. I think Dani Carvajal, with what he is right now, he's more of the right back who could play the big games. But then if you look at maybe someone like an Alphonso Davies, who, to be honest, I want to get that garbage out. I want to get that garbage out of my club. I want to.
Damn bloody fool.
AK, thoughts on Atletico getting...
Am I wrong though, AJ?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, AK, go for it, AK.
Yeah. Shout out to Benfica, man. I mean, the Turkish Mason now apparently has been cooking, like nine goals and assists, like his first 6 games or something like that. So he's been that dude. I thought Di Maria rolled back the years. Midfield wise, they were dominant. Defensively, they were great. And Atletico Madrid, oh my days, man! Like, Julian Alvarez, bro, this guy's been he's been stinky. Like, I don't know what's happened. Like, is he trying to play a different role?
But is it down to him or the role that he's been given? He's not really.
No, because I swore if you looked at a striker like Julian Alvarez, his profile matches well with like the 2-striker system. Like he fits that. Like he's not like a 1-striker guy. Like he's almost like, I don't know. Rank might clarify this better, but I believe he's almost like a striker who can drop deep and play and also score goals.
Yes.
So so like theoretically, Atleti should have been a good fit for him. But I'm looking at him and he's been garbage. Like he's been trash. Like I don't know. But the Atleti as a whole they were very poor today. They were very poor.
Let me hear some Dubinsky's, man. So shout out to Olua, who says Los Bombcos compared Vini to Dino, Willian over Vini for Brazil. Who the hell was compared Vini and Dino? Whoever did that is a crack at it.
I remember that.
Gold Jellyfish. We need to normalize players being held accountable for real. It's never going to happen. In this era of Player FC, Instagram, and stats mentions, players will never be held accountable. Now, I will always hold them accountable. I always will be. But football Twitter always has an agenda. Samasi, can you put me in kompany fraud apologize needed?
Oh, you're 13th right now. Focus on your next.
No, look at that. Just one L, and then we're already talking about
that's just trash.
You're facing Samuel Melodian tomorrow, bro. Make sure Samuel doesn't dunk.
Shout out to Suvik, member for 8 months. Thank you for your membership, Suvik, man. Lomad, learn to show up and eat the humble pie. Nomad?
Oh, God.
I've shown up and tell your mom to stop contacting.
Okay, you know. Okay. We need this. We really need to go there. We really need to go.
Well, why not, man? Why not the mama jokes, man? It's funny.
You know, I've not heard a mama joking like I was like, bro,
I spam these, man. If someone knows,
hold on. Just 3. That's incorrect. Knockouts are in tennis-style format. First place will avoid second until the final. We'll also avoid 3 and 4 until the semi-final. Okay, I don't mean to do this, but I don't mean to do this, man. But I need to take a break. That isn't a big enough incentive. So you're saying that I come first and hey, I don't face second or third. What if you face 6th or 7th or the best team from the playoffs? The real incentive is if I come first, I face the worst team that finished lowest in the league style format. That is the real benefit. Because you could have a situation where a first team faces a pretty good team and a team who finishes 4th or 5th faces some like bomber's trash team. So the incentive isn't big enough to finish first. So think of, basically the NBA format works beautifully. That's the format that works beautifully. And I don't know why you don't want to copy that. Because again, this is not a big enough incentive to finish first. It's not. So the issue though is that week 6, week 7, if I know I'm confirmed to be top 8, I'm just going to rest my guys. So that last week of Champions League football could be trash. Those are going to be trash. Just 3. First L in 258 days seems reactionary on Carlo. No, it does, but Real have not been playing well. That's the issue. They have not been playing well since the start.
Did you guys talk on them yet?
I have a date on Saturday. Dry run. Okay. All right.
Wait, you guys spoke on
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, Barry, you can have a quick thought on Real Madrid. We'll get to the next topic. Barry, go for it.
Okay, bro. This is what I call restitution. I remember 2 weeks ago when the Real fans made fun of us when we lost to Monaco. And we were down 10 men. Look at you now. But I would say that it's complicated. Like, the players underperformed, really. But I think it's like a mispreparation. Because we knew that Lille, it's Real Madrid, they're coming to your house. You're going to be amped up and your players are going to give everything that they have. But I felt that they were flat. Like even Valverde, someone who gives 100% effort every single game, the guy was kind of flat. Did he feel on his best legs? Even Modric, every time he comes up, he gives an support to the team. But even today, him also, it was not good. And Vinny, I think Money May said it. He tried to do one skillful thing, and then Mbappe was like, "Bro, whose man is this?"
So there's trouble in paradise, man.
Nah, I wouldn't say so. Like I think Carlo, he's good with egos. He's gonna calm them down. But just one take about Carlo. I think what he's done so far in this second Real Madrid tenure, I think it's amazing. But I think when you look at just the overall squad, like it's like probably the best, I would say, top to bottom, because you have class in every single department, like attack, defense, midfielder, and goalkeeper. But I think you can get more out of them. I don't know if the system that Carlo plays, like, it can get the best out of his team. Because you could play so much better football.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
So I've told the poll. So poll, who to blame for the Real Madrid L? So 30% says Lille were just better. 33% says that the players are to blame. 36% says Ancelotti is to blame. All right, Elijah, is the mic working there, Elijah? Elijah?
Yes. It's working.
Okay, so quick question here. Are we sleeping on Juventus?
Man,
As in, could this be a team that could pretty much be one of those sneaky guys to go all the way to a quarter, maybe even a semi? Are we sleeping on them? And is Monto cooking something?
Man, I thought you were going to talk about my boy. But
man, no. That's the final topic. We'll get.
I'm not gonna lie. That was the game. That was the game of the day.
Yes, for sure.
Leipzig.
I mean, we've scored 10 men, and to score with 10 men away from home.
Yeah, the last goal, this leading up to it.
No, bro, that's a dribble. Francisco Conceicao.
No. Prior to that, you gotta remember, McKinney gets back and takes the ball off of Javi Simmons, and then the build up all the way getting to Conceicao. I shouted when Conceicao literally nutmegged the guy, and then put it bottom corner because that was brilliant. Conceicao Jr. is a very, very solid football player. Very good football player, in my opinion. He showed glimpses of it during the Euros, especially his clutch goal for Portugal in the group stage. This guy can actually do something. Like, I really credit him for his hard work today. Another thing for me, the ref also in a way was really weird. Because the way I feel in the way he kind of like made the game about him, kind of killed the flow of the game at times. Vlahovic's second goal, oh wow, that was a G, as you would say. That was a G. Like I can't even explain, but that was very well taken. I'll give him that. Leipzig didn't finish their food. That's my biggest thing. When you have the man advantage, you have to finish your food.
And they had some good opportunities. There's some good opportunities at the end.
Especially in stoppage time. There was one where defender, I keep forgetting the name of the defender, but clear-cut header.
Is Orban. Orban here. Wide.
Orban, yeah. And he hits it straight at the keeper. Bro, directed towards the right-hand corner. Like, he's standing near post. Why are you trying to head it near post? Get it away from him. Leipzig did not finish their food, and that's the biggest disappointment.
What's it called? Rank, talk to me. Juve, can these guys make a UCL semi? Are we sleeping on them, or they're not like as good as what they've done so far? The lack of talent maybe not see them through. Or think, oh no, they've got a striker, they've got a nice young team, a proper manager, not that dinosaur known as Allegri. They can go far.
It's been 6 match days of Serie, and they've yet to concede a goal. These guys are pretty tough to break down. And if you look at the game today, apart from those 2 minutes of disaster, which was the red card into the penalty, this was an almost perfect game for Juve. Like those 2 minutes, that lapse of concentration and the refs just screwed them over, it was almost a perfect game. And everything seems to be lining up for them. And also in the previous game, like against PSV, they took the team that has been dominating Eredivisie for a long time and took them to the red lights of Amsterdam. Like, it's getting crazy. I think potentially we're sleeping on them because Juve have been this team. They are one of the giants of Italy, obviously, but they've been sleeping for a while, like being down in the Europa League. They haven't won the league in a while. They are still, remembering those glory days when they went back to back and stuff. Now could potentially be the time where they resurface as a big team, because big teams always going through these cycles where they are down bad, they go back to being great. This could be one for Juve, especially because in Italy, Juventus is a team that has always been lacking in the Champions League department.
Yes, biggest underachievers, yeah.
This is the competition that they need to show up the most for their fans, mostly. The Arsenal of UCL could be, for Italy at least. I think that they are cooking something. Like you said, the lack of quality could be a potential struggle for them, but I think that they have the pieces. Thiago Motta has been doing a fantastic job, and tactically they are so well organized. Like I said, very tough to score against them actually. And we can talk about Leipzig, that they are on their way of getting inducted, and we play them the next week, the next match day. So I'm a bit scared for that, but Juventus are doing something. I wouldn't try to hype them up as much right now, but we need to pay closer attention to them, because I really think that they can go deep into the Champions League, and they're definitely a team that you don't want to face, because I don't know how you tactically outcoach Thiago Motta at this moment. I feel like that could be the main problem for managers trying to go up against Juventus at this moment. They are in for something great, it feels like, just looking at the trajectory that they're going.
It is talks to me. Juve. Can these guys do something pretty good?
Yeah, and then after I talk about Juve, can I briefly talk about Real Madrid?
Yeah, sure for it. Go for it.
Okay, I'll start with Juve. The Juventus, man, the Champions League has just not been great for them the last couple of years. They haven't made a quarterfinal since Ronaldo in his first season. That's really sad. And the thing for Juve is that they have a good team. I like their midfield, I like their defense. I just feel like for me, their attack, I still don't think it's that amazing. I still feel like they really need Vlahovic to perform. And also, I think another issue for Juve is which are they going to prioritize, the Serie or the Champions League? I just don't think they can do both. So, and I feel like Juve, for me, I think Champions League a bit too soon, in my opinion. And I think they need to try to get back to winning the Serie A. So I think that'll kind of halt their Champions League progression. But I think they could definitely, they should at least make the round 16 this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then talk about, can I talk about Real Madrid, Bayern?
Yes, go for it.
Yeah, for Real Madrid, am I that surprised? Kind of, but kind of not. Because Real Madrid have always had these hiccups in the Champions League, especially in the group stage. Well, group stage in the last couple of editions. Like, remember, they lost a share a few years ago, and still went on to win the Champions League. So this is something Real Madrid could do. Like, they could lose to Lille and still win the Champions League. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, Real Madrid just haven't been great recently. The goal scoring is a bit of an issue, and I think Carlos is still trying to figure out what's the best lineup for this team. He still is not really sure. As for Bayern, I just feel like Bayern needs more. I just feel like Bayern's really reliant on Kane and Musiala and Elise. And I feel like Gnabry, Sane, Coleman are just not it.
Eke, talk to me. Juve.
Yeah, man. Juve were actually one of the teams I was considering going on loan to, but the papers didn't go up.
Considering going on loan is crazy, man. But continue, man.
Yeah, but bro, they were very good today. I thought, okay, the first 45 minutes they were flat, but the second 45 minutes they were good. Especially even with 10 men, they were attacking. Bro, Vlahovic in the last 2 games has answered his critics. 2 goals in both games, so he's done well.
And also, didn't he score twice tonight, or was it once? He scored twice.
Twice. Who is that? The Conceicao guy. He looks very, very promising.
Quality goal.
They have a good midfield with. I think McKennie is back to his best. Thuram is good. Douglas Luiz is good.
Do you think this team is good enough to make a UCL semi?
They can surprise you, yeah, of course. Because what are their next couple of games? Because Leipzig was a Part 1 team for them.
Was that a Part 1 team?
At home. Stuttgart at home is the next game.
I think they beat them.
Oh yeah, Lille away is match day 4.
I think they
have
them.
Villa away.
That will be a bit difficult.
And then they have City at home.
I can't lie. I think Juve have something for City. I can't lie. Because
especially defensively, yes, and also how City play defensively, City will find out how to score against them. So that could be a good game.
He didn't play today because he got injured, I think. But Bremer is the most underrated center back in world football.
He was subbed out injured, same as Nico Gonzalez.
Yeah, so but for me he's the most underrated center back because he's been so good the last 2 years. Yeah.
So
no one's giving him his credit.
We're like the most key, because I think someone just put it in the streets saying that like the best signings, including players, this summer have been Motta and Flick. So is it a case where like no, especially in modern football right now, a manager is even way more important now than even players? Okay.
Yeah, in certain ways, yeah. I mean, for teams that like, bro, the manager dictates the identity of the football club nowadays. Like,
yes,
you can't have a different identity and a different manager. That's why a lot of good managers don't work in modern day football, because the manager is interlinked with the identity of the team. So, bro, if you have a guy like Mota who can play a very good brand of football and have a board that's willing to back him with the players he wants, bro, that's a bigger signing than any player, because all the players are playing for the manager's way of playing. So at the end of the day, the players are just cogs, and the manager is the real grandmaster.
Yeah, exactly. Like in that point, that the manager is actually more important than some players, is that in modern day football, even when you have mediocre players, if they work well within your system, you can make a great team. Like we've seen so many teams with mediocre players that then they go out to the national teams and don't really work under a system, just because the manager is so good at recognizing the patterns and what works for their team better. So there's a real argument that in nowadays football, managers are more important than players.
And I think because the key thing though is in football nowadays there are not that many game-changing individuals, and we're going away more from game changers to more guys who can work in a system and work within a group. So because again, back in the day, very few systems could stop a Messi, a R9, a Cristiano, because they will just do something so magical that there's no amount of system that can stop a guy going past 4 or 5 guys, put it in the top corner. But very few guys can literally individually beat 4 or 5 guys and score. So if there are less those individuals, if you have a really great system, really great tactics that everyone can buy into, that's where manager is now king. That's what the manager is now king. So shout out to Amaya, who says, show your face, no mad. Oh, wow.
AJ.
Well, he's here.
AJ, can you pull up his super chat?
No. Well, okay, no. Like, look, no. Let's not get personal.
No, pull up his super chat. No. I deserve a right to AJ, look at his rented cheap suit.
Okay, all right, thank you.
AJ, 40.
He was about to say, look at his face. He was about to say,
I know. I was going to say.
No, AJ, 40 rupees, right? That's 36 pence. Like, he's an Indian Barcelona fan. I told you to ignore them. They have an inbreeding problem.
Jesus Christ.
Kenny.
Isn't that a yellow?
I have no words. I have no words.
Yeah,
that's a warning. That's a warning.
I'll give the free speech.
I'm calling that friendly fire. Friendly fire.
Yo.
Shout out to Abris Fair. October 27th, Inter versus Juve will be, yes, that'll be a damn good game. Now, I thought Inter Milan, but yeah, that's like top of the table clash. That's going to be a really good game. And I think Inter at home. I think they're at home in that game. Hold up. I think. Yes. No. Yes, Inter at home. Juve are away. Inter at home. Yeah, that'll be a good game. Suvic. Low mad. We need a. All right. I'm not gonna say that out, man. So I mean, no.
Recommend me to whom?
No, man.
Her. Who's her?
Don't respond.
Learn to type properly, and you sound like a Bangladeshi. Your country is burning down. Go back home.
Okay, you know what? Okay, Okay, that is a yellow.
Nobody's on smoke.
Yeah, he's on smoke. That's a yellow.
So today's not been a good day for me.
Yeah. Rank, is your mic working? Rank there.
Yeah, it is.
And then I'll come to you later after this. So,
can I talk about Juve too?
Okay, Rank. So, Rank, here's the thing.
Bro, let Koi speak, man.
No. Don't worry. Afterwards, I'll let him speak afterwards. Rank. Can Liverpool win this UCL?
Oh, God, here we go.
Man, why are you asking this? Why? Like,
I say it's a simple exposure. Can they win this UCL? Or what are your expectations for the slot machine and this team?
No, my expectations are going to be the same that I had at the start of the season before a ball was kicked, which was to make the quarterfinals and just try to build up something for the next season. It's his first year, man. Give him some slack. Like, he's trying to build up something. We're not going to come from 7 years with Klopp and suddenly with a new manager come out of the gate swinging and win another UCL just because we are the biggest club in England. That's just not the way things work. I think that, he's doing a great job. And we've looked great so far. And I think that we got a favorable draw as well. Besides that Real Madrid game, which is going to be very tough because they obviously always own us for some reason. I think that we got a pretty favorable draw. We should finish in the top 8, and after that, it's anybody's game. And I think that we've been playing great. But you cannot put this type of expectations on a team which is still really lacking in depth. I think that we have a great starting 11, but the depth is not great. Once you look at the bench, I'm not as convinced, especially in some key positions like the DM, the right back. I really think we need a right back, because if Trent isn't playing, we're going down to Joe Gomez again. And we're not playing that guy.
Isn't Conor Bradley there?
Okay, yeah, we can play Bradley. That is true. But again, in the UCL, I'm not really convinced. Listen, I don't think we're winning the UCL. We've been doing some great stuff.
So you say you don't think you'll win because there are stronger teams out there, or the team isn't strong enough, talent-wise?
We don't have the depth to compete with the others. Like we saw this last season as well, where we were doing great. We were in the title race for a while, and then come April, we have some injuries, some suspensions, and everything falls apart. We lose 4 games in a row.
So let's just say Salah is fully fit all the way through. He doesn't have any injuries. He's fully fit. You still feel he doesn't have enough support, goal scoring wise, for you to realistically win the UCL?
If Salah remains fit for the entire season, we definitely have a chance. He may have lost his hair, but he hasn't lost his football ability. That's just the way it is. He's been amazing. Listen, if everyone can stay fit, obviously, but that's just not realistic, especially when you're playing the same guys over and over for the entirety of the season across multiple competitions, because we still have the FA Cup, we still have the Premier League, we still have all these other important things to compete in. I think it's not realistic to expect everyone to stay fit when we have so little depth. The transfer window was awful. We have to say, Chiesa is an amazing player, but basically nobody, and the bench doesn't look great once you look at it. So I'm not fully convinced that we can keep this up all the way through. We've been great, and I like what I'm seeing from Arnie, but I don't think it's enough to carry it through an entire season. But I think that it's important that we build upon this. This needs to be a process. We need to give the man time. That's what it needs to happen.
Elijah, agree with Rank?
Rank is cooking. Rank is cooking. This is what I'm been saying. My thing is, for what he's been doing so far, Arne Slot deserves a ton of credit, and the guy in the middle will not do so. I don't know what I have to do in order to get the guy in the middle to give our manager some credit.
Let's see where we're at in January.
If
you're maintaining this way in January, cool. But if in January it's 5th, 6th, struggling, boom. Because my thing is that I don't know why you and Rank be confident. Why did you want to just say, yeah, we can win the UCL this season? We are 2-time UCL finalists, UCL winners. Van Dijk is still there. Tata is still there. Lala is still there. Where's the confidence?
You still gotta be realistic. That's the thing a lot of people don't understand.
Being realistic is overrated, but continue.
That's your problem. That's your problem. That's your problem. You being realistic, that's your problem. Arne Slot in his 10 games has had, so far, if we get 10 games, will be this weekend. So if he wins this weekend, he'll have the best 10-game stretch to the start of a managerial career in our club's history. If it wasn't for a flipping fluke of a goal by Hudson-Odoi, this guy would have started 9 for 9. No Liverpool manager in over 130 years has started 9 for 9. But 8 for 9, I give him credit. It's working. The philosophy is simple. We can be rock and roll if we want to, but we can be patient as well. And that's what I like. I don't like with Klopp towards the end, it was like we're trying to watch basketball on grass and everything got hectic and we're making crazy decisions and we get burnt out. But here it's like, yes, we can still play basketball on grass, but we can slow things down. We can make the right decisions. We can take our time. That's the biggest key. Patience with this team and with these guys who have good talent can actually turn into something positive.
So basically where you are is patience, rather than confidence. You're more patient.
Stack on your wins. Find find the strongest 11 out there. We need to buy players in January. LinkedIn FC, i.e., Edwards and Hughes screwed us up to start the summer. That was the biggest thing because not having that DM, Gravenberch is fantastic. I'll give him his credit, but we still need somebody who plays that role on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? And then at elite level as well. Nothing wrong with what Gravenberch is doing. He deserves his flowers, but still we need that person. Once that happens and we cover the holes that need to be covered, this team can actually do something. They could still make some noise now, but it's now when we get to the business end. We're talking March, April, May. That's when I need what we've been doing now, easy, overdrive, like week after week, money. Right now, it's just putting the pieces together. And what Arne is doing is very, very commendable.
I still don't know why you can't be confident and say that we're going to win the UCL. I don't know what's wrong
because
with
we've seen it before.
And also, I said to you early on, AJ, weeks ago, I told you that teams who have had a good start, let's see where they are in January, February. Teams who have had a bad start, let's see where they are in January.
Oh, okay. So this is an argument for real. No. Look, see, my thing though is, it's
let
true.
The team settle.
No, it's like it's very hard to even make a case for anybody after we've only had 2 games and we have 6 games to go. Exactly. And my thing for Liverpool is, because again, there's no Firmino, there's no Mane, and those guys were extremely crucial. Also, shout out to your boy Henderson. He is what he is. He contributed something. With now as well. So my thing, it's a very different team. And my thing though is, I'd like to see. It's very key having Van Dijk, based on just what he brings defensively. It's very key having Alisson in Wonderland, based on him still being top 3, top 4 keepers in the world. Salah consistently producing. So my thing though is those other guys, whether it's McAllister, whether it's Darbibi, whether it's Luis Diaz. What can those guys do and what can they contribute? Because my thing though is, if it's okay, can Liverpool win the UCL? Keyword, not will, can they win the UCL this year? It's possible because it's a knockout competition. Yeah. Bologna cannot win this competition. Brest cannot sniff this competition. Heck no, they can't win it. Liverpool can win it because
come on, man. The way cleavage are moving, I don't know about that.
Wait, what?
Brest. All I'm saying is that technically they beat Liverpool's ex-assistant yesterday 4-0.
Kenny, listen, they cannot win the UCL. Cannot.
Why not, man? Why not?
Because they cannot win the UCL. They cannot win the
Chelsea
UCL.
cannot win the Premier League. How about that? Shut the fuck up.
Of course, Chelsea can win the Premier League. What
they can't.
But HH, you know what's another thing?
AK, relax, AK.
I put at the very beginning of the stream, but my guy has more goals than a certain Ivorian in the UCL now.
And guys, on that note, it's been swell. It's been real. See you guys with the award. Peace out. Peace.